Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Muzzlewood here. Today we're going to be looking at my third and final Flint farm design, the Ultra Flint farm. If you've looked at the other two and stuck with me on this, thank you very much. But today we're going to have a look at this bad boy. It's probably overkill for farming flint, but it's probably a nice thing to build to show off to your friends. So before we go on with the tutorial, I'll show you how this thing works. Alrighty, the Ultra Flint farm. I'll show you how this guy works. If you've watched my other two Flint farm videos, this will look familiar. We've got the hoppers which run into a chest, and to help out we have a item sorter here which filters your flint out and returns the gravel to you as you are mining it back. You keep your gravel in this chest here, but to add to this onto the other designs, what I've done is add a bud switch there. You can see that bit of redstone's connected to that piston at the back, so when that gets updated you can see that the pistons move. I'll show you a bit more about that later. So there's a bit of redstone that comes across the back here to power the pistons. Then I'll just keep going down the bottom here just so you can know what's going on. When you fill the system, it needs to be primed, so I've got a button here which activates those pistons manually, and also when you get down to only a few bits of gravel you need to mine to get some flint, you've also got like a stack it yourself mode which turns off the pistons updating, which saves you a bit of sanity. Alright, I'll just hop into survival mode and I'll stack this thing up and show you how it works. Alright, so we're in survival. I know it's probably a bit of a weird cut, but just thought I'd save you the time of me slowly typing in game modes and such. So I have my stack of gravel and a shovel. I've designed the system to take a full stack of gravel. So what you need to do is head up this ladder, which takes you to the top, and quite a simple process to load up this system. Just got a little circuit here. When I place a block on that torch, it's going to go into that repeater, around, power the piston and push off the gravel. So all you need to do is get up nice and close right above it, select that, holding shift, hold down the right mouse, and you're going to load up your system. It's pretty quick. I was quite surprised. Yeah, so you can get a full stack of 64 in here in no time at all, and as you can see, when one layer gets full, it just keeps on getting pushed across and falling down. Let that load up. There we go, nice and even, fully stacked up. Jump down this hole into the water. Lucky that worked. Alright, so as you can see, it's not primed, but there's the stack of gravel. So what we do here, pull that lever, and there we go, all loaded up. So all we need to do now is keep on shoveling. Just keep mining away, and the gravel is going to get returned to you. As you can see there, I've got a few stacks of gravel on me, so I must be going back into those. But yeah, so you can just keep mining away as long as you need, and the flint gets put into the chest and the gravel keeps getting sorted back to you. I'll look in there. There we go, so we've gotten 10 flint already from that little bit of mining. And I'll just show you the stack it yourself. So let's get myself some gravel here. So with the pistons turned off, there we go. So the pistons don't activate now, so I can place those in and knock them back themselves. Now the only improvement you might want to try and make to this thing, I couldn't do it myself, is you can't actually mine that piston out if you're not careful. I couldn't get another way of doing it, so that's an improvement. If anyone does it, please let me know, because I think it'd be quite a good thing to add on, just so you don't have to replace that circuit every time you accidentally blow it out. So there we go, that's how it works. Hang around for the tutorial if you feel like building this thing. Let's go do it. Alright, it's tutorial time. To build this thing, you're going to need about a excuse me, a 7 by 10 area. First off, you're going to want to put your chest down here. That's where your flint will be going, and out of that we'll have 2 hoppers, 1, 2, traveling into that. If you've seen my other flint farm videos, this will look familiar. Out of that hopper there, 1 hopper goes into it, and then you'll need another 3. 1, 2, 3, and that is where your gravel will be getting stacked up. Next, we can just place some blocks around the base. Now along here, it might pay just for safety to place some immovable objects, furnaces, melons, pumpkins, stuff like that, just in case the machine goes a bit haywire and keeps pushing out your gravel. These should stop the gravel from coming out. Now next we slap down a piston facing outwards like that. A redstone brick, that's the start of our bud switch. And there you have the start, the very base of the Ultra Flint farm. Alright, let's finish off the redstone for the bud switch. First we're going to make ourselves a bit of room, so we're going to come out 1 at the back. Oops, and I deleted some blocks there, sorry. Come out another 2 on the blocks you've already previously put. That'll be where our pistons will be going. Okay, so off the redstone brick, we want to put some redstone dust going into a repeater on 2 ticks. That goes into a block with some redstone dust on the top. Come up here, 2. So now that redstone dust is powering that block, tricking the piston to thinking it's powered. From out of that block we have a repeater, and now we put down some blocks here for the redstone to go across. Redstone across there, down into there. Now we grab our normal pistons, 1, 2, 3, 4. So hopefully, if I've done this correctly, there we go, perfect. So now the bud switch is active and we're ready to mine. Next we're going to finish the top redstone of this farm. We'll make the priming switch and the self-serve switch. We'll do the priming switch first. What you want to do is make a roof along your farm and go 1 block up and place a switch on that block there. Now I should have probably put this in first, but just a sticky piston there with a block. Out of that block with the switch on it, with the lever on it, you want some redstone dust. So now when you pull this lever, it should activate that piston and prime your farm when needed. Next we're going to do the turning off switch for self-serve mode. For that we'll want to cut the signal here, so we're going to need a sticky piston coming down onto that. So we're going to place some blocks here so we can make that happen. So that will be our block that extends down. So just so we can place the piston, we'll go up there and push a sticky piston facing down and a block. So that will push down and cut that signal there. Now we need to get some redstone signal happening. For this you're going to need half slabs, and they will need to be upside down. But first we'll just extend this here and put our lever here to give us our signal. Now here's where the half slabs come in handy. Make sure they're upside down, otherwise they'll connect up to this redstone here. Redstone along the top. Come up that block there. So now when we press this button, extends that piston and kills the signal to there. So there we have it. Our two switches working. Now let's move on to the item sorter. Okay, apologies. I was just making sure the design was right, and I've done this bit wrong. And so, but I discovered this after I was making the ladder, the item ladder there, item elevator. So this line of blocks here with the switches on it is one block too far back. So you can see there that that block is being covered, and you don't want that, and the gravel's not going to fall through here. So we'll amend this now and carry on. So we'll take out the levers and we will come up here and out there, up one, grab a lever, there and there, fill in that gap, grab a half slab and redstone dust, fill that redstone dust there. So this should be working. Prime and cut. Sorry about that, but pays to check your design. Alright, item sorter time. Sorry if the audio is a little bit different, but believe it or not, it's between that last cut and this one. It's probably been about 2 weeks for me. Got busy somehow, so now I'm trying to finish this video. So let's get on with it. Item sorter, where this is going to sort your gravel out from your flint. Flint will go into that chest there, and the gravel will get bypassed through here. So first you want to find your last hopper there and place a hopper there, and inside that hopper, I should have got this ready before, you want to stick 18 in the first slot and 1 in the rest. Now this can be any material you want. Just make sure it's 18 and fill the slots with another 1 item. From there you want a block coming off that hopper with a comparator on it. So we've got a signal there. We're going to come out 1 block and down 1. And we just need to put a repeater in here, so we'll make that kind of pattern. Redstone dust, and the repeater goes there. That repeater will go into another block there, and on that block, on the other side of that block, will be a redstone torch. Now I like to do it this way so the items don't come out of there. So now that redstone torch will power the hopper we're just about to put there, and for this we're just going to put a temporary block there, and we'll have a hopper with another hopper running into it. So as you can see, the items aren't flowing into there now, but if I say chuck this lever in, it should go through into those hoppers. So we'll try that now. Not in the chest. Okay, sorry, I'm correct. So it's let the levers through because they're not gravel, because that's the item that it's filtering. So that is working perfectly. Alright, now let's do something with that gravel. We're just going to make ourselves a little item elevator. So we'll take out a few blocks. Now we just need somewhere for our droppers to sit. So we'll put some temporary blocks. We'll come down 2 and out 1. That'll be where our first dropper will sit. So we'll put that down. 2 of those, one on top of each other, and the dispenser facing inwards on that. Now let's get some signal going. We'll take out that temporary block and we'll build out ourselves a little pad for some redstone, and you'll also want to build out a little bit on the other side. That should be enough, I think. So we'll just make ourselves a bit of room. So you'll need a comparator, which I forgot to get. So that's going to get a signal out of the dropper. That will be going into a repeater. Which will go into a block. On the side of that block will be a redstone torch. And on the other side will be a bit of redstone. That redstone will go into another repeater and then finish that off. So you've made yourself a nice little clock there. So that will pulse around and activate this redstone torch. That redstone torch will go into another repeater and into a block. So from here, this is where we make our ladder. So we'll stick a redstone torch, come up one, redstone torch on there, and a redstone torch on there. So hopefully, if I've done that right, I should be able to chuck a few items, at least chuck some gravel in here, and hey, look at that. We have ourselves a item elevator. Alright, this might be the final bit. We're going to build the tower which holds the stack of gravel. But first we need to build ourselves a little landing pad. So we're just going to build a little box here. 4x4 box, I think you'd call it. And fill in the bottom. And whack some water in there so we'll fall into there when we're all done. Up from there, we're going to come up 18 blocks. Now you can make this as high as you want, but this is designed to do a stack of 64. So I'll just quickly do that. Once you're up 18 high, you want to add on another 7 blocks coming out in line with the farm. And fill that in again, but just leaving 1 block there because your ladder is going to come up. This will give you a bit of room to walk. From there we're going to stick a furnace here and fill the other side in for another 2. So we're just making ourselves a nice little pad to walk on. So as I showed over here, we're just going to make this little circuit here. So we've got a redstone torch, repeater, it comes around and pushes there. So we'll need ourselves a piston as well. So it looks like I'm doing everything right so far. Alright, sorry, I'll start that again. I got completely messed up. So let's try again. Down from here, you're going to come 2 blocks for your redstone torch. And we'll just neaten that up. So we'll stick our redstone torch on there. That block there will be a repeater traveling that way. And that will go around here to a redstone, to some redstone. And that should power the piston facing inwards. Let's give that a test. I don't know why that was so hard. There we go. Fantastic. Working. So from here, you can just tie it up a bit, make it a little safer for yourself. Obviously, you need to stick ladders down this pole, and I like to put a little hole so you fall exactly into the pool. So I'll do that off camera and just come back quickly. And there we have it all neatened up. As you can see, I've just made the walkway a little wider so you can turn and walk this way without falling off. And there's a nice little hole there, so you're definitely sure to hit the puddle down the bottom and not kill yourself. Okay guys, before we wrap this up, I just thought I'd mention, if your machine is currently in this state with the redstone block out and the pistons in, you will have to reverse it to get the auto loading action. But that's very simple. Just kill this bit of redstone dust here and replace it. So now that's in and the pistons are out, and now it should auto load for you. That is the Ultra Flint farm done. Fantastic, isn't it? It's way overkill. If you followed along with my tutorial through the ups and downs there, made a few mistakes, sorry about that. Congratulations on building it. It's overkill, but I'm sure you can impress your friends with it. If it's just too complicated for you, I have two other designs, the self-serve standard and the self-serve deluxe. They're a lot more easier to build, but you know, you're not going to show off, so feel free to check those out. Yeah, so if you like my video, please hit that like button. A bit of activity on my channel is always awesome. And if you look around my channel and like the other videos I make, feel free to subscribe. That is awesome as well. Okay guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.